Hello, and welcome to Safety Meetings. To get started using this component, please start on your admin dash and click into the Safety Meetings tile. You can create a new safety meeting type by clicking the Create Meeting Type button in the top right corner of the screen. In the Creation screen, you can add your default agenda or notes as a template for your facilitators to use. You can also choose to include procedures, incidents and hazards, inspections, and action items in your meeting type template, and can opt to make these inclusions a requirement for each individual meeting. You can tailor the settings for your meeting type as well. You may choose whether it will show up in the meeting list for all your workers or only those it's assigned for, whether the submitted meetings will be automatically approved or not, worker acknowledgement requirements, review time, and the length of time before your safety meeting submission is archived. Facilitators are members of your WorkHub account who are responsible for facilitating or hosting safety meetings. You can choose which workers from your team will be permitted to host meetings of this particular type. Once you've set up your safety meeting type the way you'd like it, click Save Meeting Type. After the meeting type has been created, you'll need to assign it to your locations. You can choose if you want the meeting type to be required, and if so, how frequently you want it hosted at each of the locations in your organization. As an administrator, you can schedule a meeting to be held regardless of if you're a designated facilitator. To do so, choose the desired meeting type from your meeting type list and navigate to your Scheduled Meetings tab. Click the Schedule Meeting button. Choose your desired location and click Schedule Meeting. Fill the details of your particular meeting in the Agenda/Minutes box and add any related procedures, incidents and hazards, inspections, or action items to your meeting. Choose the date and time of your meeting's anticipated start and end, and add any possible facilitators to your meeting. If you want to be able to facilitate the meeting from your worker dash, you'll need to add yourself too. Once you're satisfied with your meeting's details and are ready to add worker attendees, click Save Meeting in the top right corner. To add worker attendees to the meeting, click into the Workers tab at the top of the page. You'll see the possible facilitators you selected in the Not Present section of that page. To add other attendees, click Add Worker. You may choose workers from the locations this meeting is assigned to, or you can choose to include workers from any of the locations this meeting type is possible at. If you have a guest from outside your organization attending the meeting, use the Add Guest button to include their details in the meeting. If you are adding details for a meeting that's already occurred, you can flip back to the Meeting Overview tab and choose to submit your meeting by clicking the Submit Meeting button. If this is an upcoming meeting, you can now rest easy knowing your meeting is scheduled and all set to occur. You will now see your meeting in the Scheduled Meetings tab. At this time, workers may also see this meeting if they've been included as attendees from their worker dash. They will be able to mark themselves as present up until the submission of the meeting by a facilitator. If you are facilitating this meeting from your admin side, you'll be able to access a Facilitate tab along the top of your window in the main Safety Meetings screen. This tab outlines the meeting types and their possible scheduled locations. Any location that has To Do listed is a location that needs you to facilitate. While facilitating, you can add information that was generated during the meeting in the meeting details. You may also use the Workers tab to mark those in attendance at the meeting as present if they haven't already done so themselves. When you're happy with the information that's been included, you can choose to Submit Meeting. Meetings submitted by an admin from the admin dash will automatically be approved. However, meetings submitted by a facilitator from the worker dash may need approval by an admin, depending on the settings chosen for that particular meeting type. In the Submitted Meetings tab, you can review the submissions for all meeting types. The status of the submission will be shown in the Status column. As an admin, you can mark any workers as having attended or acknowledged the meeting on their behalf by clicking into the meeting, then navigating to the Workers tab. Finally, you can also approve any submitted meetings that are in need of approval. From the Worker Dash, your workers can both facilitate and attend meetings. The different functions are located in 2 tabs for workers: Meeting List and Facilitate. In the meeting list, you will see all the meetings that have been scheduled for your organization. You can click into any that have been listed as scheduled to mark yourself as present or to acknowledge any meetings that require your acknowledgement. In the Facilitate tab, a worker who has been listed as a possible facilitator for a meeting type or included as a facilitator for a particular meeting will be able to see the meeting types and locations that those meetings can be held at. Using the To-Do filter at the top of the list will filter the page and allow the worker to review only the meetings that they need to facilitate. Clicking into any meeting in the list will allow a facilitator to make changes to the meeting agenda and other details, to invite and review workers, to save changes to a meeting, and to submit a meeting once it's been held. Facilitators will not be able to approve submissions from the Worker Dash. That's all there is to it. If you have any questions or issues using the Safety Meetings component, please feel free to reach out to our support team for assistance.